Okay. Welcome, everybody. Come through. I don't think notifications went out. So let me fix everything that I need to fix to make sure notifications go out. Hey, Pika, if you could tell people in the Discord that we're just live very briefly because we have some breaking news. Oh, my goodness. This is just so crazy. I did not expect this news today. Just wow. Everybody come through. Come through. Hold up. Let me make sure I share this with everybody. This is insane. Insane news. Hold up, y'all. Oh my goodness. All right. For the most part. Yes. She got fired. Why do you think she got fired? I mean, there's a lot of controversy around that lady. Again, for those that don't know, this is the woman, the prosecutor that prosecuted Maxwell, Ghislaine Maxwell, and Diddy. Okay, so a couple months ago, we were, following the Diddy trial to a T. We were hearing, different transcripts of her and her arguments. She was, doing her thing. Yeah, she's been fired. So let's go to the sources. This is just breaking 6 minutes ago, 13 minutes ago. So everybody's aware. Maurene Comey, federal prosecutors in Sean Diddy Combs and Maxwell cases, okay, fired. Fired. Sources say the Justice Department on Wednesday fired Maurene Comey from the United States Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York, where she most recently led the prosecution of Sean Diddy Combs. Multiple sources told ABC News. A spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney's Office in Manhattan declined to comment. A spokesperson for the Justice Department did not immediately respond to a call for comment. Comey was a highly regarded assistant U.S. attorney who successfully prosecuted Maxwell, the former associate of offender Jeffrey Epstein. You think it looks very suspicious? She just got fired? That's crazy, Roar. I'm just like, what? Let me make sure I share this video, guys. Make sure you guys are liking the video because, like I said, the other video got suppressed. That's just how the algorithm works, y'all. Let me make sure I share it with everybody, guys. This is breaking news. We live now to break this news. My goodness. What happened? Here you go. All right. Digging on Comey, always digging on Comey. So remember when Trump was talking about fake news, and Comey's behind the files, and I'm just like, what? Right. So for those that don't know, Maurene Comey, those that are coming in, breaking news: Maurene Comey, the lead prosecutor to the Sean Diddy Combs, to Maxwell, to other notable cases, has been fired today. They don't have a comment yet. There's no press conference. There's no nothing yet. Okay. Comey was highly regarded as the assistant U.S. attorney who successfully prosecuted Maxwell. The former associate. No, because you're going to lose that. I can't give that to you. You got to give me a minute. Okay. Thank you. The former associate of offender Epstein and multiple gang members before the split verdict earlier this month in the trial of Sean Diddy Combs, who was convicted of prostitution-related charges but acquitted of more serious charges. Comey is the daughter of the former FBI. Don't forget James Comey. So Trump has had a bone to pick with James with any Comey. I think at this point, if your name is Comey, Trump don't like you. Just saying. Okay. Just saying. You said it's all a setup? Her father, James Comey, former FBI. That's right. That's right, Rosalinda. You were so right about that. Lord have mercy. So, let's keep going, okay? Comey is the daughter of former FBI Director James Comey, who President Trump fired during his first term in the office because he initiated the Russia investigation. According to the sources, Trump privately vented about having Comey work in his administration. No more updates other than that. ABC News broke the news on the internet, but we have it. Here it is. Now people are catching up. People are catching up, y'all. Here we go. New York Times, since I have a subscription. New York Times. Manhattan prosecutor who handled Epstein case is fired. And Sean Diddy Combs case, okay? She was the lead. Yo, breaking news. Comey has been fired. Maurene Comey has been fired. For those that are coming in, make sure you tell people where you heard the news. Make sure you hit the like button, please, and thank you. Let the people know. Literally, I am in shock. We were just talking about this whole situation with the Epstein files today. The people are upset, and then here we find out that she's been fired. So this is what the New York Times is saying, okay? Manhattan prosecutor who handled Epstein cases is fired. Maurene Comey, who is the daughter of former FBI Director James Comey, worked on the criminal cases against Jeffrey Epstein and his associate Maxwell. Does her firing have anything to do with Maxwell? Does her firing have anything to do with Epstein? What does her firing have to do with what's going on? Maurene Comey, a Manhattan federal prosecutor who worked on the criminal cases against Jeffrey Epstein and Maxwell, was fired on Wednesday, according to 4 people with knowledge of the matter. 4 people reported this. They're calling the Southern District of New York to find out more information. They can't get any more information. Let me tell you, maybe they did a government walkout on her. And if you don't know what I mean by that, typically when they fire you and you're in the building, they have to slowly walk you out. They help you out with various individuals. They walk you out. That's what they do. I used to see a lot of walkouts in my days. The reason for Miss Comey's firing was not initially cleared. Trump has had a boner with Comey. Actually, a lot of people have had an issue with Comey, but Trump specifically, like I said, he don't want anybody named Comey in his administration or his office or anywhere near any kind of leadership. Her dismissal immediately raised questions given her involvement in the cases that have roiled the White House in recent days, as well as the fact that her father is former FBI Director James Comey, who was fired by Trump at that time in his first term. A spokesman for the Southern District of New York declined to comment. The White House press office did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Okay, so now you got ABC News broke the news. New York Times is talking about it. Others are picking it up, you guys. Mr. Trump has in recent days claimed without evidence that files related to Epstein crimes were concocted by Mr. Comey as well as former President Biden and Barack Obama. What is going on? Oh my God. Yo, this is huge news. What happened? Why did she get fired? We don't know. Don't forget Damian Williams. So Damian Williams came forward, right? He was the one that did the press conference. He was the one that led the charges against Eric Adams, Diddy, Mike Jeffries, a bunch of other people over there. Okay, you got to wait. He led that, right? And then what happened? He's out. He was out. He was done. This is so this is crazy work, guys. This is really crazy. Like I am so wow. What else are we going to hear today? So this is New York Times. Miss Comey was given a letter informing her of her termination. Oh, this is how they did it. So it's not just 4 people coming out saying she's been fired. Ms. Comey was given a letter informing her of her termination. 3 of the people with knowledge of the matter said. 2 said that the letter said that Ms. Comey was being fired under Article 2 of the Constitution, which describes the powers granted to the president. Oh, let's look at that. Article 2. What is this? Whoa. So she got a letter. Outlines, okay, here it is. Article 2 of the US Constitution outlines the powers and responsibilities of the executive branch, which is headed by the president. It establishes the president's role as a commander in chief of the armed forces, the power to make treaties. What happened? I was not expecting this today. I was not expecting this today. Is this, let me tell you, man. So did the president fire her directly? So she got a letter specific. She got a letter and she got fired. Am I hearing this correctly? It literally says that. Hold up. Let me tell you guys. Miss Comey was given a letter informing her of termination of informing her of the termination. Three of the people with knowledge of the matter said. Two said that the letter said that Miss Comey was being fired under Article 2 of the Constitution, which describes the powers granted to the president. So the president fired her? I'm so confused by this. Man, I was not expecting this. Okay, here's the question, y'all. This is not a coincidence or more of a statement. You have the Epstein files, the Trump is playing like weird with us about this. Then this lady gets fired. Like what? He's downsizing the government, so that's her? She just got done with the Diddy case. Some ain't right about this. And then her dad gets fired by the same. Oh my God. Miss Comey was a prosecutor. Look at how they're writing this. She was a prosecutor in the criminal case against Mr. Epstein. So she was there for this. Who we already know what happened. I don't want to repeat everything. We already know the story of Epstein. And so she was on the team that prosecuted Miss Maxwell, Ghislaine Maxwell, Mr. Epstein's one-time girlfriend. Miss Comey was also a prosecutor on the trial of Sean Combs, the hip hop mogul known as Diddy, who was acquitted of the most serious charges against him earlier this month. Do you think, I wonder if the fact that it wasn't successful in her prosecution might have gotten her fired? I don't know. This is crazy. Okay, for those that are coming in, just another letting people know what's happening. Maurene Comey has been fired. The news just broke, I want to say 20 minutes ago, how long have we been live? Just a couple minutes ago. No, like less than 7 minutes ago. This is breaking news. She's been fired. And so a lot of people are kind of wondering, well, what happened? So it sounds like, based on what the New York Times is reporting, is that she got a letter. And so two of the people that know about this letter, or three of the people, here it is, three of the people with knowledge of the matter said that the letter said that Miss Comey was being fired under Article 2 of the Constitution, which describes the powers granted to the president. Okay, let me see if I can find, I'm going to see what else is out there. Literally nobody on the news is talking about this yet. Nobody in the YouTube streets is talking about this. Oh my goodness. What happened? Was it him directly? Was it the Epstein files? Was it Diddy? Maybe it was the Diddy situation. Maybe she, went head full force on the Rico situation, and maybe that's the thing. Hell, like what happened? It's because she knows who's on the list. Shit. You have to kind of wonder. Oh man. Here you go. Well, nobody wants you to argue, girl. Just, you could talk in the chat. We keeping it cute. I ain't gonna argue with any of you. But look at the facts. She didn't call important witnesses. She didn't do her job. You talk about the Sean Combs trial. Is that what you're talking about? It does it. Could it be? Could it be behind the Epstein files? Could it be behind the Diddy trial? The things that make it like this is, guys, this is totally off and weird. honestly. I mean, like, I know that Trump doesn't like any Comeys. I get that. I mean, the guy is salty about Comey, because he fired the dad in the first term. I get that. But still, like, what would have led to her to have been fired? Article 2. Okay, so let's see if we can find more stuff about Article 2 in the Constitution. Again, I read that little definition. The executive power shall be vested in the President of the United States of America. He shall hold his office during the term of 4 years. Okay, that's there. Article 2. Let's see. Article 2 of the Constitution. Article 2 of the Constitution outlines the powers and responsibilities of the president. It establishes the president's role in command in chief. Okay, we read this: the power to make treaties and authority to nominate and appoint ambassadors, public administrators, public ministers and judges. So did he fire her based on that? It also defined, like, he used that power to fire her. It also defines the process for electing the president and vice president, addresses issues like impeachment. Let's see, fired under Article 2 of the Constitution. Let's see what it tells us. In the context of the U.S. Constitution, being fired under Article 2 refers to the process of impeachment and conviction of the president, vice president, or other civil officers for treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors. So did he like take it upon himself to do this? Oh my God, is BJ in the chat? Shout out to BJ. Hold up. BJ, did you hear about this? 12 hours ago? That's interesting. All right, hold up. I don't think I can click any links. Political article from 12 hours ago. Let me see what else I can pull over here on my side, y'all. Dang, what? Okay, this is 12 hours ago. Maurene Comey, daughter of James Comey, is fired from her job as federal prosecutor. Why does it say 12 hours ago? And it's literally updated. Look, yeah, I'm looking at because this is tripping me out. It can't be 12 hours ago because it says 7:16 at 6:50 p.m. Okay. And it was updated. It was written at 6:36 p.m. Eastern time and then updated at 6:50. So, Attorney General Pam Bondi has faced firestorm or criticism over the decision not to release the additional Epstein files. So Maurene Comey, daughter of James Comey, is fired from her job as the federal prosecutor. Comey, who has worked in the U.S. Attorney's Office for nearly a decade, prosecuted both Jeffrey Epstein and associate Maxwell. Does her firing have something to do with these files? That's the question. Or does it have something to do with Sean Diddy Combs' Puff Daddy? That's the question. Or is it something else? I don't know. Maurene Comey, the daughter of former FBI Director James Comey, was fired Wednesday from her job as a prosecutor in the Manhattan U.S. Attorney's Office, according to two people familiar with the matter who were granted anonymity because they were not authorized to speak publicly. Okay. The reason for her firing, all right, maybe it's going to tell us what happened. Was not immediately cleared. She did not immediately respond to phone calls and emails seeking comments. So the information was not clear as to why she was fired. Okay. Comey, who had worked in the U.S. Attorney's Office for nearly a decade, prosecuted both Jeffrey Epstein, we know this, and Maxwell. In recent weeks, President Donald Trump and Attorney General Pat Bondi have faced a firestorm of criticism over their decision not to release the additional files related to Epstein, okay, whom the Manhattan U.S. Attorney's Office charged with running a child prostitution ring. He died by, okay, he died. I don't believe he died that way, but okay. The firing also comes as Trump's administration is reportedly investigating her father. Oh my God, could she have given information to her dad, and then maybe that's what got her fired? Whom Trump has long Trump does not like. Okay, he said it. As a matter of fact, he blames Comey and Barack Obama and Biden, the administration, for faking the Epstein documents. Y'all, let me know what you guys think in the comments about that. The investigation apparently related to James Comey's role in the probe links between Trump's 2016 campaign and Russia, as well as a recent Instagram post by James Comey that Trump allies saw as threatening to Trump. Okay, we have the Instagram post. Spokespeople for the Justice Department and the U.S. Attorney's Office declined to comment. Maurene Comey's title at the U.S. Attorney's Office was a senior trial counsel. Most recently, she was part of the team to prosecute Sean Diddy Combs. You guys, I don't know about this. This is just weird to me. I don't know if I believe, I don't know, y'all. The timing is interesting, isn't it? Kraken says, thank you so much for the $9.99. Read the paragraph again. The president fired her directly. That's what it sounds like. She got, so the New York Times is reporting this. And I highlighted it. I had to get a subscription for the New York Times during the Diddy trial. The New York Times, Kraken says, the president fired her directly. DOJ jobs for the rest of us are hard to be terminated from because of employee protection. This is retaliation. Is it retaliation? Thank you so much, Kraken, for the $9.99. Is it retaliation, or is it like, let me get back to you, or what is it? Both? This is crazy, y'all. Miss Comey was this is what the people, so there were people in her circle who spoke to the media. Miss Comey was given a letter informing her of her termination. 3 of the people with knowledge of that matter said that the letter said that Miss Comey was being fired under Article 2 of the Constitution, which describes the powers granted to the president. So the president can remove people from positions. So he directly removed her? He removed her father during the first term. How do we not know this is not retaliatory? Or was it because they're investigating the Epstein files and come to find out that somehow he had something to do with them? I don't know. Like, what? This is crazy, y'all. Let's do a poll. I want to know. Let's see what else other news is. I don't even see nothing on YouTube. This is breaking news, guys. Breaking news. We're still stuck on the Epstein files. Everybody's talking about that, but nobody's talking about the fact that this lady just got fired. And she just got done. Canceled. And she just got done with the biggest trial of like what everybody was. This is the biggest. Sean Diddy Combs, depending on where you land, that was the biggest trial, guys. I mean, people were comparing it to O.J. Simpson. This is crazy. Did they not do their job? They didn't charge, or what happened? You said, nope, Rabbit. It's Trump erasing everything to do with Epstein, Chell says. Okay, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Grandma Sherry, thank you so much for being a member for 27 months. Thank you, thank you. And Love Lady Gardening, thank you for becoming a member. Shout out to you. Thank you, thank you. It can't be is it job performance? Did she? I'm just playing devil's advocate because it's not telling us why she got fired. It's saying Article 2 of the Constitution is talking about the power of the president. Someone said CNN is reporting it now. Okay, so let's see what CNN is saying. All right. Let me see if I can pull, y'all. I have so many tabs open from earlier. This is insane. This was not in my bingo card, but then again, should I be surprised he fired the daughter and the other? I don't see anything up yet. Give me 1 second, y'all. Because I got to tend to. It's just a game. Go play the game. Sorry about that. Let's see. Maurene Comey fired. Okay. Breaking news, Maurene Comey fired. This is the Signal that's reporting on it, and we're the second channel reporting on this. Okay. I don't want to hit on that because I don't want to get struck because I don't know the channel. House and Senate Democrats started to quote scripture over the Dodge cuts. Okay. This is crazy. The lady's been fired. I'm not even going to play that because I don't want to get in trouble. I have to be careful. This is somebody else's video. Let me tell you what else, because we're the second channel talking about it so far. Let me tell you what else the people are saying. Now people are talking about it. Their people are tweeting about it. Maurene Comey, the daughter of former FBI, has been fired. Let's see what else. ABC News. Look at this. New York Post is reporting on this. I bet they're going to find more information. Maurene Comey, daughter of ex-FBI director, fired from the top U.S. Attorney's Office job after working Diddy and Epstein cases. Guys, there could be various reasons why the lady was let go, but she was let go directly, sounds like, by the president. It sounds like she got a letter and it stated Article 2 of the Constitution, and it sounds like the president exercised his power to basically said, you're fired. And you know, how we used to say it in the show. So the reasons for Comey's firing, which law enforcement and Department of Justice sources confirmed to the Post, was not immediately clear. President Trump has a long history of conflicts with the elder Comey and fired him as FBI director in 2017 during his first term. Maureen worked as a prosecutor for, Epstein, and of course we know Diddy. So she carried all these cases. This is insane, but it's like, are we ever going to find out? Some of this information is probably going to be private. Did it have to do with maybe she did something with her dad and, during this whole probing in 2017? I don't know. Or maybe it was her performance at the Diddy trial. Maybe she overcharged and they basically said, you got the boot, you're out of here. This is a performance issue. Or maybe it was regarding the Epstein files, or maybe it was retaliation. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Maybe it was everything. It could be anything. Let me do a little poll in the chat and let me see where you guys land. I'm going to put all those options up there. Now, while I'm doing the poll, please hit the like button, please. And thank you. Again, we got our last video suppressed. I need you guys to hit the like button. So this video, and it's anything regarding Epstein files, anything regarding calling out these political people that gets these videos suppressed. Okay. So what got Maureen? I'm going to put MC fired. Okay. Let's put it Epstein files. Okay. DiddyTrial. Work with daddy on the Russia stuff. Work with dad on Russia. You guys know James Comey. Or retaliation. Go vote and hit the like button, please, and thank you. Go vote. I want to see where the chat is landing on this one. You said Trumpstein. Lord have mercy, mama. Oh my God. Okay, look at this. Look at this poll. 41%, 44% said retaliation. All of the above. I can't do an all of the above, so you guys do have to vote. Oh my gosh. Yo, corruption. Chana, thank you so much for the $5, my love. Thank you for the super sticker. You said the deep state fixed her, so no information is ever released to the public. My goodness. Honestly, I wanted to click several of them. I know y'all wanted to click several of them. Hold up. Well, we don't have, but this is direct from the New York Times again. She got a letter, and this was directly from, I guess, the president. You think you would select I was tagged on Twitter. Okay, thank you. You would select Epstein. This is crazy. Rabbit tonight, go in the news and suppress this shit. It's all a chess move. Retaliation for what? I mean, for her dad? Retaliation? She doesn't. She got a letter directly from Trump. Apparently, this is what they're saying too. They said that Pat Bondi fired her, but was it Pam, or was it the letter that she got? Look at this. Trump doesn't care about Diddy. He's scared about it. I think Trump is more scared about Epstein than Diddy. That healing trauma. Now, I do agree with you on that one. I definitely concur on that one. I don't think Trump is worried. And it's not even so much that Trump is worried, because people knew that he took the plane. People knew all this stuff, that he was around these kinds of people. I think that he's more worried about names getting leaked because of associations, and because some of these people, paid for for, funded the administration or whatever, the election and all that other stuff. You said no, some of the Epstein files are housed in the Southern District of New York. Oh, just facts. Comeys are the fixers and responsible for hiding ish. Okay. He's definitely something's going on. Yo, I just this was not on my bucket list. But listen, we will be live tonight. We're gonna talk about this because this is like I'm gonna see as much information as I can find about this. Let me look at the poll real quick, see where you guys land. So we have 180 votes. 100 and okay, so 36% believe that this is related to the Epstein files. 16% believe that this is the Diddy trial. I honestly don't think this has anything to do with Diddy. I think that if it was retaliation, it would be more so on the Epstein stuff, but who knows? I wasn't there. 8% said work with dad on Russia. That's an allegation, allegedly. And 41% is, listen, it's retaliation. She's being retaliated on. What? God bless what? Hold up. TMZ is reporting it's because of the verdict? What? No. Hold up. Lord, how do they know this? DiddyTrial take a hike, Comey. Lead prosecutor fired after controversial verdict. How do we know it's after the controversial verdict? Diddy controversial verdict may have cost the lead prosecutor in the case her job. Because a new report indicates Maurene Comey has been fired. How do we know it was for Diddy, though? Politico broke the news Wednesday today, announcing the daughter of former FBI Director James Comey was let go of her job as a prosecutor in the Manhattan. Oh, it moved. Yes, go put it away. Thank you, Mama. Manhattan U.S. Attorney's Office. The report hinges on two sources who spoke on the condition of the anonymity. They weren't allowed to publicly reveal the news. Okay. We reached out to the attorney's office but for more info, but pretty much they're not going to release anything. Here, Mama girl. Here, Mama girl. There you go. Oh, did you? Okay, hold up. There you go. BTW Comey also has a connection to infamous public figures, Jeffrey Epstein. We talked about that. Maxwell, she worked on the cases, both of them, and she ultimately got the jury to return a guilty verdict against Maxwell. I mean, she was the one that prosecuted Maxwell and got her behind bars. So could this be I just don't think it's related to Diddy. So I don't even know if that's the case. I don't trust anything that TMC says. I'm here with you on that one. Because they just done spin this shit. How do you know that that's the case, Harvey? Harvey? How do you know that? Like, they just like to spin shit. I cannot with these people. It's just the way that they did the title, y'all. After controversial verdict, because it leads people to believe that that's the case. I don't think that's the case. I'm telling you guys, I don't believe that this has anything to do with Diddy, in my opinion. I think that this has more to do with something else in between. For the president to have written, I don't think Trump was scared of Diddy. If that's the case, I don't trust it. The verbiage is off. Something don't sound. I know. Ain't it funny that freaking Harvey Levin has all the answers to everything? Everything. He just likes to spin it and can't even keep his eyes open while he's looking at the camera. My goodness. Anyways, let me stop. I don't know, y'all. What do you think? Trump says that there's no file. MAGA's angry about the files, and now Comey's fired. Let's not forget Ghislaine is ready to talk. Period. Right here, guys. I don't think that this has to do with Diddy, but that's just my opinion. Y'all can take whatever. If you believe what TMC is saying, I'm not buying it. I'm not. I think that this is deeper. I think that, like I said, Trump had a hit on this lady, on anybody. Comey. Who did Trump, when the Epstein files, that whole situation happened? What did he say? Fake news. The files are fake. He's now calling it the Epstein hoax. So now more than ever, I want to know what happened. You said she sealed the docs? Okay, so she's out of office, so unseal them. I mean, do what they have to do. TMZ is trash. I'm saying, like, the print of it, it leads people to believe that this is what it is. And it's not. Diddy's controversial verdict may have cost the lead prosecutor in this case her job. May have cost, really? I don't think so. Or it could be. It could be that. Maybe she overcharged. I don't know, but I don't think that that's the case. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's thank you so much, April. The judges sealed the docs, not the attorneys. Thank you, April. I hope she took the evidence with her. And what is she gonna do with it? This is horrible. He just said that the Epstein files were a hoax. And I know I have people that, voted for him. Some people that voted him are not MAGA, but they voted. And then some people that are MAGA in my chat. Listen, y'all do what you got to do. But now I'm kind of wondering, where do you guys stand with this one? Literally. This is crazy. She's a female threat. You think she can testify in front of Congress? He had over 70 victims and tried only 2 of the 3 victims and was complete sham. I don't think they said, Belen, they said that it was a hoax. So Epstein and Virginia grew off them herself and nothing. This is what Trump said it. He made a Twitter post. He is calling it, I put it on my community wall, guys. He's calling this the files, the Epstein hoax. So the influencers that went to the White House, the influencers that went to the White House, were they also part of that hoax too? They were carrying the little binders. Were they part of that hoax? Just let me know. Was that all a hoax too? He uses the word hoax a lot, or he blames it on the deep state, or he blames it on somebody else. Y'all, I hope that people understand that that's not an accurate way to handle yourself in a situation like this. Thank you. And that's the $1 million question. If the Epstein files are a hoax, why is Maxwell in prison? Look, just Val, I don't need to get out of my bubble. I don't need to get out. I mean, I suggest you do, because you came over here the other day talking all this about this and the president. Listen, my love. I'm not the one living in a bubble. Okay. Literally read the room. Read the room. There's no bubble here. All right. But thank you for the wonderful suggestion. He blames those people and places because he uses them all the time for his BS. It's the simple fact that he's basically drawn a line in the sand. The people that don't believe him, okay, you don't believe me? That's fine. Oops, supporters. Yep. All right. Yeah, we pop bubbles over here. We don't live in bubbles, girl. You need your little bubble pop. Yes, you do, my love. Pop. Okay. You better believe I don't like any of these mother effers. Please know, it doesn't escape me that somehow the Democrats are trying to use this to leverage something. Friends, why didn't the Biden administration release these files during their time in office? We said this. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed by both. That's what limits our thinking. A lot of people are restricted from one side to the next. No bubble here. Thank you. It's just corruption. It doesn't benefit either side to have these things released. Honestly, that's what it is. I trust none of these people. I trust nobody, y'all. That's how I am. I'm telling you, in this election, it was pick your poison. It was crazy. It's crazy work. That's how I feel. That's right. Both sides are just sick. They both could very well be in these Epstein lists. But let me tell you, the timing is off for this news, guys. It's off. Literally, Maurene Comey gets fired after this whole little controversy. Something's up. Something's up, y'all. Let me see. And I don't know. Were they planning to fire her? Was there performance issues? Was it pertaining to the DiddyTrial? Did they overcharge? I mean, it could be a lot of things, but I'm going to tell you guys something. I don't believe in coincidences in any of this whatsoever. Here, my love. Huh? I can't give you this, girl. What'd you do to my phone? Did you break it? Yeah, I need a new phone. Okay. Hold up, y'all. Let me just put this on for her. Here you go. Okay, thank you, my love. Let's see. Conspiracy theory, being part of the Russiagate. Maybe that's what it was. Trump and his cronies are going to learn about the Barbara Streisand effect big time. The more they try to suppress it, it's deeper. That's what gets every, I think, administration in trouble, right? And I've said this before. It should piss everybody off, regardless on what side you voted on. When it came to this, and it's very simple. Why do we have to wait 40 plus years to get files that are should be of public information? Why do we have to pay for files when we're wanting to stay informed? All of this it just doesn't make sense. We are waiting for JFK. How many years did we have to wait for those files to be released? For Martin Luther King, how many years did we have to wait for those files to get released? Why can't we have information released when it needs to be released? Why do we have to wait so many years after these people are all dead and can't be held accountable to nothing? A lot of the victims, I've said it before in my lives, a lot of the victims on these lists, these 1,000 children at that time, were people my age and some of your age and some of the Gen Xers and everybody else might have been your children's age, whatever it might be. And that should piss everybody up. It should fire people up, because this isn't like a cover up of who murdered who. This is truly a list of 1,000 child victims. And then you got Val over here talking about my bubble. What bubble? Do you not want to protect children? I thought this was what this was about, right? And if people don't keep the same energies, let's be very real. And I said it before, when it came to Diddy, everybody wanted to prosecute based on association versus facts. And we need, even though some of us did not agree with the verdict, okay, we have to look at things very specific based on facts and forget our feelings when it comes to this. But you know what? When Epstein was having his parties, how come all of those people aren't being reviewed the same way as when Diddy was having his white parties? And the white parties had nothing to do with the freak offs. We have a problem. We have a problem because we never keep the same energy. We never keep the same energy. That's my thought on that. But this right here, I don't find this to be a coincidence of her firing at all. I don't. And then Kissamooch. Don't forget, Virginia Giuffre no longer here. How convenient. How convenient that she's no longer here. That she had a very, off relationship with her family. She did. It's her family who called it an unalignment. Okay? Her family finds her and immediately they start talking to the media. The woman did this to herself and everything. She was being bullied and harassed for so long online. And what did she say? Tweet after, there was 2 tweets specifically. I would never end myself. I would never end my life. And what happens? How did she go? That way. Keep the same energy, y'all. Let me tell you, let me know what you guys think in the comments about this whole situation. I'm going to try to go live later on tonight. We're going to talk more about this and other stuff that's happening, because this, my friends, we have to pay attention to. We are here. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to BJ who was in the chat. Thank you, BJ, for stopping by. Everybody else, hit the like button, because again, this is the kind of stuff they like to suppress. We won't be suppressed over here. We're going to do our best. We're going to keep it cute within the guidelines of the stuff that we need to do. Okay. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have your notifications on. Bye, guys. Bye, guys.